Hello and welcome to Pinz'n'Thingz tips and tricks. My name is Cecilia, and in this video I want to show you how to make a super easy framed fabric covered pin board to display your collection. Let's get started. For this project you'll need a picture frame, foam board, some fabric, a glue gun, scissors, a measuring tape or ruler, and a pencil. The first thing to do is measure the back of the frame for the foam insert. If your frame came with backing or a glass pane, you'll need to remove those, but you can use them just to trace out the size of your foam board instead of measuring. But since I grabbed this frame from my box of stuff to use for craft projects and it didn't have a back, I'm going to need to measure. Now on your foam board, trace out the size you just measured, leaving a little bit of room for the fabric. A couple millimeters should do depending on the thickness of your fabric. So now we can cut the foam board. If you've used the frame's backing to trace these lines, make sure you cut slightly inside the line, again just to leave room for the fabric. At this point, it's a good idea to check that the panel fits and trim if needed. Next, grab your fabric. I chose this lovely natural cotton for my board, but you can use any fabric you like. You'll want to lay it out flat, and if it has wrinkles, you should iron them out. Lay the foam panel on the fabric and cut with about 5 centimeters or 2 inches extra on each side. Now make sure your piece of fabric is smoothed out and that it's face down before placing the foam panel on top. You'll first glue down the 2 longest edges, making sure to pull the fabric tight. I'll speed up the video a little for this step because watching me wrangle a glue gun is not as entertaining as it sounds. When you get to the shorter edges, you'll want to fold the corners in like you're wrapping a present. I've glued the folds down just for convenience, but you don't have to if you're fast enough to just fold them over before the glue cools down. There you go. Now the back is not very pretty for sure, so if you want you can glue another piece of fabric or maybe cardboard over it to give it a more polished look, especially if it's for a gift. Now I'm going to fit my fabric covered foam panel into the frame, making sure it's properly secured. If your frame doesn't have these folding metal bits, maybe it has the swivel kind and your panel is loose, or it doesn't have any fasteners at all, you can easily just glue the panel straight into the frame. Ta-da! Your very own framed fabric covered pin board. And now the best part, putting your pins in. If you'd like a written version of this tutorial, be sure to check out the blog post on Pinz'n'Thingz.com. I've included a handy link in the description. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching Pinz'n'Thingz tips and tricks. See you in the next video.